Okay, we're going to take a look at the Kelly Snatch. Kelly Snatch is another old-time throwing strength exercise where we're starting to learn how to throw the weight from behind the body. A very lost and forgotten power and strength. Most would deem it unsafe because now we're moving into a lot of exposed extension. So this dynamic extension in the shoulder is not something that we commonly have access to nowadays. So make sure you take a look at the prerequisites that I've laid out in the course. So, you know, flexibility in our pike fold, we should feel pretty comfortable there. And then thinking about loading strength slowly in a folding position, which we can do with very light bars. So we can just think about starting to come down and lift the weight, very lightweight, and just see how that feels. A little more guided through the hamstrings, less of a power movement. But what we want to start thinking about doing is generating some power through the legs and throwing the bar. So a couple ways we can do that. We can first just do it from a standing position, so more of a power throw. So power Kelly Snatch, so I'm standing. So when I'm ready, I'm going to drive back slightly into the knees, and then I'm going to extend and throw the weight up and over. Okay, so nice and fast. We want some power here, so when I'm ready, you can see that I am coming up onto my toes. So when I dip, I'm going to drive up onto my toes to create some triple extension and try to drop under the bar. Once we feel pretty good from that position, we can start coming down more to the ground, where now the barbell will be sitting more by our calves. So mid-calf position, and we can start thinking about how we can dip under the bar from here. Okay, so a good little pump drill. So we're extending the legs and pushing out. And catching the bar. So take your time loading up that slowly. We're going to find more exposed range of motion with an underhand grip. So that's going to give us greater access to the biceps and pecs. We're going to feel like when we get to that point, we can really hammer the scaps locked to hold and control the weight. But we can also do this as an overhand grip as well. It depends on what we want that day. If we want to hit the biceps brachii a little more, we can go underhand grip. But it can be done both ways. Okay. So, I mean, that's a 15-pound bar that I'm showing you here, so we want to start light. You could even start with a broomstick or a dowel and just learn to start generating more dynamic power on that movement and add weight slowly over time. That's the Kelly Snatch.